part 3 of starting your own mobile physical therapy practice. This is a 4-part series that's going to tell you everything that I did to start my own mobile practice in an attempt to help others. In part 1, I went over some important considerations that you needed to think about before making this decision for yourself. In part 2, we went over how to make yourself a functioning practicing business. And part 3, we're going to talk about what you need to do to ready yourself to start taking patients. These steps can be done in any particular order, however you need them all in place in order to be able to take a patient. You need to be able to book your patients, so you need booking software. I personally used Square. I went to Square, created an account. It is free and it can take payments, which I'll get into later. You need to get your intake paperwork ready for your patients. Things like consent to treat, ability to leave a message. You can find a lot of example forms online or through your current work if your boss is okay with it, or you can have a lawyer pen something up for you. That was a big part of my startup costs. And this paperwork does include financial contracts if you are selling large packages of therapy and you want the patients to sign something in order for them to pay you for a large package of treatment sessions. You also need to decide if you're going to do paper, pen and paper documentation, or if you're going to do EMR software. Some considerations here are EMR costs per month, so it's going to increase your revenue, your recurring expenses if you do EMR by about $100 to $150 per month. I've heard good things about HelloNote. I've kept my recurring expenses really low, around $310 a month, by doing paper. I just print out paper evaluations, daily notes, recertification notes, discharge notes, and I do everything on paper and keep those charts inside of a locked filing cabinet in my office. You can use paper, pen and paper to start with to save money, and then once you get established, switch to EMR, or you can just go straight into EMR. Another consideration about EMR is if you have EMR, it will automatically submit your notes to the insurance company once you submit it if you're taking insurance. If you don't have an EMR software to do that for you and you're taking insurance, you're going to have to pay for a clearinghouse. A clearinghouse, such as Office Ally, is something that you have to pay monthly for. I pay $39.99 a month, and you have to manually input your charges at the end of the week and submit them, or at the end of the day, whatever you prefer, submit them to the insurance company so that you can get paid for those treatments. So that's another consideration between paper notes versus your EMR software. You also need to be able to take payments from your patients if they pay you for treatments, whether it's co-pays or for the full amount of a cash-based treatment. You can set up a business Venmo account, business PayPal account. Square allows your patients to put in their credit card numbers and save them, and for you to charge it as needed per visit, or you can manually type it in per visit. You can also get a credit card reader if you'd like. There are places like GoDaddy that sell those, or Lightspeed. You also can take cash or check straight to your bank. You need to set up malpractice insurance. It's a definite. I use CF&M because they were by far the cheapest. Next, you need equipment. I have a little rolling basket that I keep in the back of my car that I bungee so that it doesn't roll around while I'm driving, and I change out the equipment that I put into that basket. And you just bought a little shelving unit in my office, and I keep my equipment stored there. And last but not least, you need home exercise program software. I use HEP2Go, but I know there's a lot of great apps out there. HEP2Go is just a website that I log into, and I can put together custom exercise programs and email it to my patients. It's only $7.99 a month. This concludes part 3 of my Starting Your Own Mobile PT Practice how-to series on how to get your practice ready to see patients. Part 4 is going to be how to actually get patients on your roster.